Have you ever felt like the universe is whispering your name, Libra, urging you to step into a moment that could change everything? Not just a fleeting thought, but a deep, unshakable knowing that something extraordinary is waiting for you. On July 26th, 2025, that whisper becomes a call, a cosmic invitation crafted just for you. This isn't about chance or coincidence. It's about a rare alignment of stars, ancient wisdom, and 6 sacred numbers that hold the key to unlocking a 20-year cycle of abundance, peace, and purpose. Are you ready to listen with your heart and trust the path the universe has laid before you? Picture yourself standing at the edge of a serene lake, the water reflecting a sky ablaze with stars. You're a Libra, someone who craves balance, who weaves harmony into every corner of your life. You're the one who smooths conflicts, who creates beauty effortlessly, who holds space for others even when your own heart feels heavy. But beneath that graceful exterior, there's a quiet longing, a question you rarely dare to ask. When is it my turn? You've spent so long balancing the world around you that you've almost forgotten what it feels like to be truly seen, truly cared for, truly you. This script isn't just a message. It's a story about you, Libra. A story that begins with a single day, July 26th, 2025, and stretches into a future where prosperity and inner peace walk hand in hand. It's a story rooted in ancient teachings, from the celestial insights of astrologers to the timeless wisdom of Buddhist monks, all pointing to this moment as your gateway to transformation. And at the heart of this story are 6 numbers, not random digits, but energetic codes that resonate with your soul, guiding you toward financial freedom, spiritual awakening, and a life where you no longer have to choose between wealth and happiness. Let's start with a truth you know too well. Libra, you give so much. You're the friend who listens, the partner who compromises, the colleague who brings calm to chaos. Your ability to see every side of the situation is your gift, but it's also your burden. You've spent years perfecting the art of keeping the peace, but at what cost? Deep down, there's a part of you that's tired of holding it all together, tired of putting others first, tired of silencing your own desires to avoid rocking the boat. This is where the number 2 steps in, like a gentle hand on your shoulder, reminding you of something you've forgotten. You don't have to do this alone. In numerology, 2 is the number of connection, of harmony, of intuitive partnerships. It's the energy of relationships that lift you up, of souls who see you for who you are. Buddhist teachings echo this, emphasizing that awakening often comes through mindful interactions with others. For you, Libra, the number 2 is a wake-up call. It's permission to stop carrying the weight of the world solo. It's an invitation to open your heart and let the right people in. People who support you, who believe in you, who walk with you toward abundance. Imagine this. You're sitting in a cozy cafe, journaling about what you truly want. Not what you think you should want, but what sets your soul on fire. You write down a dream you've buried for years, maybe starting a small business, traveling to a place that calls to you, or simply living a life where you feel free. As you write, you feel a shift, a lightness. You share this dream with a trusted friend, not holding back, not polishing your words to please. And something magical happens. That friend knows someone who can help, a mentor, a collaborator, an opportunity. It's not random. It's the universe responding to your courage. That's the power of 2. So here's your first step, Libra. Write this down. I am ready to connect with the right people at the right time. Say it out loud. Put it somewhere you'll see it daily. Then take one small action. Reach out to someone who inspires you, share a piece of your truth, or simply ask for help. The universe is waiting for you to say yes to connection. And when you do, doors you didn't even know existed will begin to open. Now, let's talk about something you rarely admit, even to yourself. You're so good at creating beauty for others that you often forget to nurture your own heart. You make spaces feel warm, conversations feel safe, lives feel brighter. But when was the last time you paused to ask, who's doing this for me? When did you last choose rest? Not because you earned it, but because you deserve it. This is where the number 6 enters your story. like a soft glow illuminating a path back to yourself. In numerology, 6 is the number of home, healing, and unconditional love. It's the energy of compassion, not just for others, but for you. In Buddhist philosophy, compassion is a cornerstone of awakening, a reminder that you, too, are worthy of care. For you, Libra, 6 is a call to slow down, to create a sanctuary within yourself. It's about reclaiming the gentleness you so freely give to others and directing it inward. Picture this. You carve out a quiet evening just for you. No agenda, no expectations. You light a candle, play music that soothes your soul, and write down one thing you're grateful for about yourself. Not what you do for others, but who you are. Maybe it's your kindness, your creativity, your ability to see beauty in the mundane. As you sit with this gratitude, you feel a warmth spreading through you. You realize you don't have to hustle to be worthy. You already are. And from this place of self-love, new opportunities begin to flow. Maybe a job that aligns with your values, a relationship that feels reciprocal, or a financial breakthrough that feels effortless. That's the magic of 6. Your invitation here is simple. Create a small ritual of self-care. It could be a morning walk, a journal entry, or a moment of silence where you place your hand on your heart and say, I deserve to be cared for. Let this be your anchor. When you live in the vibration of 6, abundance doesn't just come from hard work. It flows naturally from the love you give yourself. But there's another layer to your story, Libra, one that's harder to face. You hold on. You love balance so much that you cling to things, even when they no longer serve you. A relationship that's grown stale, a job that drains your spirit, a habit that keeps you small. You stay because letting go feels like failure, like disrupting the harmony you've worked so hard to maintain. This is where the number 9 steps in, not as a gentle guide, but as a firm, loving push toward freedom. In numerology, 9 is the number of completion, release, and transformation. It's the energy of endings that make way for new beginnings. Buddhist teachings remind us that suffering comes from attachment, and true peace is found in letting go. For you, Libra, 9 is a challenge. To trust that releasing what's outdated doesn't mean losing balance. It means creating space for something better. Let me tell you about Sarah, a Libra from Chicago. She was a graphic designer, working for a client who paid well, but criticized her every move. She stayed for years, afraid of losing stability, afraid of being seen as ungrateful. But one day, exhausted and unfulfilled, she said no. No backup plan, just faith that she deserved more. Within a month, a small art gallery discovered her work online. They offered her a solo exhibition, something she dreamed of but never pursued. That was the power of 9. Courage to let go, followed by a reward she couldn't have planned. Your task, Libra, is to identify one thing you're ready to release. Write it down, a name, a role, a belief that no longer fits. Then let it go, maybe by tearing up the paper or speaking it aloud. I release this to be free. This isn't about loss. It's about trust. When you clear space, the universe fills it with something brighter, something truer to who you're becoming. Now, let's dream bigger. There's a part of you, Libra, that's always felt called to something greater, a vision, a purpose, a life that feels like it was written in the stars. But fear of failure, or of seeming impractical, has kept that dream locked away. This is where the number 11 arrives, like a burst of light, urging you to step into your highest potential. 11 is a master number in numerology, symbolizing intuition, vision, and spiritual awakening. It's the energy of a calling that pulls you beyond comfort, beyond doubt. For you, Libra, 11 is a reminder that you weren't born just to create balance. You were born to inspire, to lead, to bring beauty to the world in a way only you can. Consider Maya, a Libra from London. She worked in marketing, loved for her charm and creativity, but she dreamed of opening a community art space where people could heal through creativity. One evening, she wrote down her vision. No filters, just her heart on paper. She started small, hosting a free workshop in her living room. A friend connected her to a local charity, then a sponsor appeared. Within 6 months, her dream was taking shape, a real space filled with color and hope. That's 11 at work, a single step toward your truth, amplified by the universe. Your invitation, Libra, is to write down your biggest, most heartfelt dream. Don't judge it, just let it flow. Then take one action, however small. Research a course, sketch a plan, or share your idea with someone you trust. Say aloud, I am ready to shine. The universe doesn't need perfection, it needs your courage. When you say yes to 11, you'll feel the energy shift, guiding you toward the right moment, the right people, the right path. There's another spark within you, Libra, a creative fire that's been dimmed by routine, by the need to please, by the weight of expectations. The number 3 is here to fan that flame, to remind you that your voice matters, that your story deserves to be told. In numerology, 3 is the number of expression, creativity, and emotional connection. In Buddhist teachings, right speech is a path to awakening, because words have the power to heal, to inspire, to transform. You, Libra, are a natural artist. You see beauty in the smallest details, feel emotions deeply, create spaces where others feel alive. But too often, you use your voice to soothe, to agree, to keep the peace. The number 3 is asking you to speak your truth, not just for others, but for you. It's asking you to share the poem you've never shown, the idea you've kept hidden, the dream you've dismissed as impractical. Think of Leo, a Libra from Sydney. He designed intricate mandalas in his spare time, but never shared them, convinced no one would care. One day, he posted a single design online, raw and unpolished. A local yoga studio saw it, then a wellness brand. Within months, his work was featured in meditation apps worldwide. All it took was one act of courage, one moment of saying, "This is me." That's the power of 3. Your task is to express something true. Write a sentence, a story, a post, anything that feels like you. Share it, even if it's just with one person. Say, my voice matters. When you step into the energy of 3, you'll be amazed at how the universe amplifies your light, carrying it to places you never imagined. Finally, there's a wild, untamed part of you, Libra, a part that craves freedom, that longs to break free from the polished image you've so carefully crafted. The number 5 arrives like a gust of wind, stirring your soul, whispering, it's time to move. In numerology, 5 is the number of change, adventure, and expansion. In Buddhist wisdom, freedom comes from non-attachment, from letting go of roles that no longer fit. You've always known how to keep things balanced, but sometimes balance means staying still when your heart wants to soar. 5 is here to remind you that real beauty lies in movement, in risk, in the courage to be a little messy. It's not about abandoning your life. It's about choosing one thing that makes you feel alive. Let me tell you about Aisha, a Libra from Cape Town. She was a lawyer, respected and reliable, but she dreamed of writing travel stories. One day, she took a leap, quit her job, bought a one-way ticket to Morocco, and started a blog. Her stories caught the eye of a travel magazine, then a publisher. Her life transformed, not because she had a plan, but because she trusted her instinct to move. That's 5 in action. Your invitation is to embrace change, even in a small way. Write down, I am ready for freedom. Then do one thing that feels bold. Sign up for a class where something that makes you stand out. Say yes to an opportunity you'd usually decline. 5 isn't asking you to upend your life. It's asking you to take a step toward what makes your heart beat faster. As we weave these numbers together, 2, 6, 9, 11, 3, and 5, they form a tapestry, a map of your destiny. July 26, 2025 isn't just a date. It's a portal, a moment when the universe aligns to offer you a new beginning. These 6 numbers aren't just codes for wealth. They're reflections of qualities within you: connection, compassion, courage, vision, expression, and freedom. They're reminders that abundance isn't something you chase, it's something you are. On that day, find a quiet space. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and hold these numbers in your heart. Speak to the universe. I am ready to receive abundance, light, and every good thing meant for me. Feel gratitude for how far you've come, for the strength you've shown, for the dreams you're ready to claim. This isn't about a lottery ticket. It's about stepping into a life where you no longer doubt your worth. Libra, you are not just a seeker of balance. You are a creator of it. You are not just a dreamer. You are a light that transforms the world. The universe isn't asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to be you, fully, boldly, unapologetically. And when you do, every door will open, not by force, but by the sheer power of your presence. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.
I invite you to enjoy and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit too. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey. We'll see you in the next video. Blessings.